See, look, that's when that shit's.
anyway, what I was saying was, Young Pharaoh said like we need. He was saying we need 75% segregation, and what that means is we can hang out at the club. We can go play sports together. We can do all this stuff together. But in terms of like schooling and history, he said he wants us to be segregated because our history is not the same as the white people's history. Like niggas is tired of learning about Christopher Columbus. This is why dudes were skipping school in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody wants to learn about that. So it's like, so it's like, I don't know if I agree with it because segregation in my all segregation is bad because if people are people at the end of the day. But I mean, yeah, like I don't want to be learning about Christopher Columbus, and I don't think the white people want to be learning about Shaka Zulu or Queen Imhotep or all of our other past leaders. You know what I'm saying? Like the white people don't care about Martin Luther King, and I don't care
Yeah,
about
but Christopher Columbus is a false prophet, though. Christopher
exactly
Columbus, people. First of
Christopher
all,
Columbus.
Christopher Columbus wasn't even white, but they got this nigga looking white as shit. But first of all, this nigga was like some fucking European. He was a bitch. And that nigga came over here. I don't even think he actually came over here. I think they just said he came over here because, bro, my nigga, how are you crossing the sea with only a fucking limp boat that far? Like, my nigga, I don't think when people heard the story, I don't think they realized how fucking big the ocean is, my nigga. That shit is not real. That shit is not real. First of all, that nigga was just a slave owner. He did not sail across that whole fucking ocean, and he a bitch.
Facts.
That's the real shit. And how do they expect us to trust shit like the Bible and this and that when that's a book that was made by somebody that I don't know? The same shit that we have in our schools. When I'm openly, blatantly.
You said what? You cut out. Yo, can you hear me? Damn, this nigga cut out. Yep.
Yo,
Yeah. I can hear you.
bruh, Discord over here fucking with my shit.
For real.
Yo, what did I leave out on?
I don't know. You cut out. I forgot what you were saying.
All right, so basically, I was saying that fuck. I was saying, damn, what was I saying? God damn it, they over here fucking me up.
Damn. But all right, I guess we could just move on to the next thing we were talking about earlier.
What were we talking about though? Do you remember?
Damn, I don't even know. Am I high? I don't even know what we were talking about. All right, let's just move on.
Oh yeah, we was talking about Christopher Columbus or some shit. Oh yeah, okay, I remember now. Basically, I was saying, nowadays we cannot trust nothing that's put in front of us because for years and years the shit has been the truth has been watered down slowly and slowly to the point where we don't even know what's the truth anymore. Like that being for school and church or whatever else. If you go to a fucking brothel, I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever Jewish shit, whatever, it don't matter, bro. The same shit happens in every place. Is the schools have watered down the truth, so the history books are not correct, and then the churches or whatever watered down the truth, so we don't know what's correct about the path either. I mean, the past. Shit, I sounded like fucking Mike Tyson at the end. Path. But yeah, you know what I mean. The truth about the past has been watered down, and the truth
Yeah.
in our history books has been watered down, and then in school they telling us about fucking math and shit instead of how to meditate, how to focus, how to do our taxes, how to do this, how to do that. Instead, they be teaching us about fucking Pythagorean theorem and shit.
Mhm. Like it would be useful if they taught us how to get a job. And I know a lot of people say it, but it's true. Like they can teach us all this stuff, and then we go out to the real world clueless. Like, all right, I know Pythagorean theorem, but now I'm working at McDonald's, flipping Krabby Patties, because niggas don't want to take the job. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, like when will it be useful? Like I could go to school for 12 years, 13 years, and I go working at McDonald's. What good is Pythagorean theorem doing me? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like why the fuck am I learning math 12 years in a row? Then the first thing I gotta do when I get into college is learn math and English again. Same shit I just learned over and over. Now I gotta wait until my last 2 years until I even start learning about the shit that I signed up for school to go to. The shit that I just paid $40,000 for over the last 2 years. And I
Facts.
haven't even learned how to let's say I sign up for business school, right? Or let's say I go to
Mhm.
get my undergraduate in business. That's gonna take 4 years, right? My first 2 years, I just got done learning math, English, science, a whole bunch of shit that I just learned the previous 14 years of my life. Now I finally get to learn about some business shit. And whoa, and guess what? I'm $40,000 in the hole. Like that's
Mhm.
really how they get us. And people wonder why a lot of people live paycheck to paycheck. It's because the system that you sign up to be in because of where you are and when you are. Like in our point in time, we're just modern day slaves. We're just we're just put under a financial uh shackles and mental shackles instead of physical shackles like before.
Yeah. Facts. Like
Money for humans should not be an issue, and
exactly.
not knowing the truth about the present and the past and our future should not be a problem either, because for most of the human race, they don't know the truth about the past, they don't know what's going on right now, and they don't know what's going on what's gonna be going on in the future. And that's not how it should be at all. That there should be nothing but truth in the history books, nothing but truth in the church Bible, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and there should be nothing but truth on the news. But all three of those things that I just named don't have a lick of truth in it left.
Facts. We just been being lied to our whole time. So I mean, all you can really do is just do what you want. You know what I'm saying? Because you could do what they want you to do and go to college. Now, I know some people have to go to college. You know, I might have to go to college to fulfill my purpose, but like they make you go to college and then you in debt, and then you working for the rest of your life to the man. You giving, and then you're gonna give that money right back because the same people who got you working, same people who run these companies. So you paying for water, even though Mother Nature gave us water for free. You know what I'm saying? You paying for basic human rights, food that grows from the ground, but they make you pay for it. So you're making money, you're giving it right back to the person who gave it to you. And then you get old, you gotta start paying for pills. These get diabetes and shit. Who do you think gave you diabetes? You know what I'm saying? Because the same people
The
who work in,
fucking
you know,
the fucking pills and food that you kept on eating for all these years, the fucking McDonald's, the fucking and all the sicknesses that the vaccines that they told you to get that was good gave you.
never trust a cook who doesn't eat his own food. Go ahead. Why does a CEO of McDonald's not eat McDonald's? What type of sense do that make? You know?
Why
And
does the CEO of Facebook not use Facebook and
the
cover up his kids' laptops camera?
exactly, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Why
what
do
I'm saying.
they give it to the public, but it seems like they don't want to use it for themselves? What is so bad about it that what do you know that we don't know that you can't use it for yourselves? You know?
And the thing is, technology is so great. Like, we're so blessed to have the technology that we do nowadays because there's a lot of shit that we could use or that we do use every day now that would be great to have in the past and they didn't have it. So they had to
Mhm.
struggle without it. Now we have it, and a lot of the shit that we do have is being controlled by something or some people who are corrupt as fuck.
Yeah.
It should not be like this, but it is.
That's just how it is, bro. Until people step up and make a change, ain't nothing gonna happen. Only like 2% people know what we're talking about. The other 99% want to sit in front of the dudes watching CNN, listening to their favorite celebrities. They're talking about vote. Your vote don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh, bro.
For
Like,
real.
matter. And I feel bad for black people because they're deceived. You voted Democrat. The Democrats created the KKK. So you voting for the people that destroying you. And why is it that everybody evil is hating on Trump? Like, I'm not saying I like Trump. We have dirt. Trump has dirt on him too. But it seems Trump is doing more. The only reason I like Trump is because he's cracking down on child trafficking. Like the military, a few months ago, they busted a child trafficking ring. There was like I was like I don't know, somewhere between like 500 to like a few thousand kids right under in New York City in the subway tunnels. They found some kids, preteens, pregnant. They found dead bodies used for organ harvesting. They found blood used for adrenochrome, and that's how we know we're compromised. Do you think the governor of New York, that Cuomo nigga, you think he don't know that there's tunnels under his city with thousands of kids on there? You think he don't know that? Like,
Of course he knew.
man. Then they say Wayfair. They thought Wayfair was when you see the Wayfair commercials, you think, oh, they doing furniture. Then they just busted the Wayfair truck and they found kids in there. So who knows? You may pass by the U-Haul truck. You think, oh, damn, a nigga moving. Okay. You open the trunk, they kids in there. You don't know what's going on in this country. That's not just in this country. If this is the country, we actually have police. What about these third world countries? Bill Gates going to Africa. These kids just running around. Nobody's protecting these kids. These mothers probably don't even want their kids. So when Bill Gates snatch out these kids, ain't nobody gonna make a sound. You know what I'm saying? And this is
No
just state.
cap.
You know what I'm saying? This
And
is a state.
some of them can't even make a sound because if they really down bad in the third world country, they can't even have no phone or no shit to tell nobody. Who they
Exactly.
gonna tell? The police? The police be corrupt as fuck in these third world countries. Shit, the police be corrupt as fuck in first world countries. So what do you think they gonna be in third world?
Heard the shit about Nigeria. The military's going around shooting niggas. Where the police at? Oh, the police got paid off to keep quiet. So the military can.
Exactly.
That happened in America. Luckily, we got our patriotic whites. At least I do in Texas. You know what I'm saying? We got the patriotic whites. They got the shotguns and stuff. I ain't worried. You know, I got my white people with me. You know what I'm saying? But these third world countries, they don't got people to protect them. If the military pull out the AK, what do they got in Africa, bro? They got sticks and stones. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect, because I know a lot of places in Africa are developed, but I mean, what do they have in Africa? Like, I wouldn't call it third world
They
because we're
not they not attacking the places that are well developed. That's a problem. They attacking the places that do got sticks and stones, and they forcing vaccines on the places that do got sticks and stones.
hmm but nobody care. Everybody worried about Trump and Biden. Like, nigga, if you don't turn off that CNN and like, I know we can't just go to Africa and do something, bro. Because like, I'm 15. I'm not about to go to Africa and get my brains blued out. And I wish I really could do something. I would donate, but we know that the money's going right back to these same people who are doing this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Do
The
anything.
the only thing you could really do is just spread awareness of it and just hope the best for the future.
Yeah. This is our people, but and people don't even care. You know what I'm saying? Black people
A lot, a
don't
lot
care,
of
and it's
people don't even care because they feel as though because they live in a different country, it don't got
exactly
nothing to do with them. Nah,
like
that's not right, bro. That's your people too.
that's your ancestors' land, and you see,
That's where you originally came from. That's where your people came from.
and they killing your people, but you would rather focus on Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe ass, because I guarantee when the black people, if Joe Biden gets elected, when black people are getting killed, Joe Biden finna be right there asleep. He not finna do a thing for us. The same thing with Obama. Black people are getting killed. 40 murders in one weekend in Chicago, or four something like that. But what was Obama doing? He was doing LGBT rights while our people were getting killed, and it is our own fault. But when we have murder music, we got NBA YoungBoy and all these chumps pushing this music to we're destroying our own community. We can't ask for a savior. We can't ask for a savior because we did it to ourselves. You know that.
Nah, I mean, I somewhat agree, but I also think that we gotta recognize how much they're putting our own people against us.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
like they got NBA YoungBoy talking about this shit on purpose. They got his music being pushed the most because that's what they want people to think about the most. They want people to think about murder and violence and drugs the most because that's what's going to put people at the lowest vibrations. That's what's going to keep us under control. If somebody's rapping or talking about something real, like about how 99% of these labels and people under the labels are corrupt or doing weird shit or sacrifices or etc. etc. Nah, nobody want to talk about that. Nah, nobody want to. Why nobody want to talk about it? Oh, because the labels are the ones that's controlling this shit, and the secret societies is the one that's controlling this shit, and the
Fact.
people with billions of dollars are the ones that's controlling this shit. They could snap their fingers and get this and this article taken down. Or they could know somebody on Instagram and snap their fingers and get this and this video taken down. Or they could know somebody at YouTube, snap their fingers and get this, and this taken down. That's what happens, bro. That's the cards that we've been dealt. This what we gotta deal with.
Yep. But I mean, yeah, it just goes back to the main topic. We've been compromised. If they compromise these rappers, then they compromise the black president. You know what I'm saying? Or quote unquote black president. You know, I mean, look at what they got.
Tell that man to put his 23andMe here, 23 chromosomes, whatever that shit is up there. Tell him let me see your ancestry.com. Cause I know
Exactly.
you gotta have either some Jewish, some German, or some Indonesian.
Mm-hmm.
Cause that's really what it is. It ain't no goddamn
All of
you ain't from Ireland. You hell not. You ain't.
Yeah. Did you see the thing where they said all the presidents are related?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the only one who wasn't related is Trump because Trump was never supposed to be in office. And
It's
like,
and all of them are related except for one. It's almost like they did that shit on purpose. It's almost like it's been planned for
you mean,
years and years over and over. Or
yeah,
it's almost like they pick the person perfectly. And it's almost like they know how to time travel too. I don't know. I don't know. Just a wild guess.
no, yeah, definitely. Because why?
Maybe that's why nobody all these years have been able to stop them because if somebody does go and stop them, all they gonna do is time travel to the point where somebody stops them and change that shit.
Yeah,
And I'm not saying just for the United States. I'm saying just point blank. Period. What if the people controlling the whole world? have this ability.
It's just
Because it would low key make sense because we've heard about them being able to do it all the way in Nazi Germany days. Why couldn't they be able to do it now?
hmm Remember in the movies when they would go back in time and like kill a nigga as a baby, and that he wouldn't exist in real life, like present day. That's probably what they could have done, if time travel does exist. Because you've seen it countless times in movies. Like what if
For
we really
real.
did years, but they just said, all right, no, fuck this nigga, and they went back in time and they killed the dude, and then he never existed, so he never saved us, and then we're back to being slaves. We're back to slave one. That's what I'm saying. Because like, what if we really stood up to this agenda and this matrix and this what they have us in, but they just said, all right, screw it. They go back in time. They could kill us. Like they could kill us. Like let's say we were the leaders of this new movement. They could kill us, and there would never be a movement. So no one would rise up against them, and they will be right back to where it would have been, just us enslaved.
Hmm.
So it's like, dang, you have to think if time travel does exist, because let's be real, I don't know if Area 51 is a hoax, but if you can't even fly over Area 51 and you can't even fly over Antarctica, what is so important that they're hiding that you can't fly over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is so important? You know what I'm saying? Because if you were even drove by my house and I shot you, you'd be questioning that. So what is so important at my house that if I see a nigga walk past, I would just shoot him? So that would bring me up for question. So why is nobody questioning that we can't go to Antarctica? You know? Why is nobody questioning that we can't even get within like a mile of Area 51, within like 10 miles, without getting trailed by the FBI? You know? But nobody want to ask these questions. They want to say, oh, they want to watch CNN and look at Donald Trump. Oh, look at Donald Trump. Oh my gosh. All right. You keep watching Donald Trump. When the New World Order come in, you can sit there on your TV. When we all get enslaved, you can have yourself to blame. Because when it was time to stand up, you had your ass sitting down on the couch watching Don Lemon and his ass. Don Lemon and Anderson Cooper and all these niggas lie to you. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, these people don't want to be saved.